Your time starts now.
Critics. I remember in this moment of time a very simple quote by the former Prime Minister of India, Shri Jawaharlal Nehru. Long years ago we made a tryst with destiny. And now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the whole world sleeps, India will awake to life again. These were not just words, these were the feelings of the Honorable Minister at that time, the Honorable Prime Minister. When he spoke these lines, he meant about the future which have been coming. And when we talk about India, and a very integral part and important part of India is the northeastern region. Yes, that northeastern region, which includes more than 300 different tribes thriving on this land. Yes, that northeastern region where every different tribe have its own language, every different tribe have its own culture, every different tribe have its own food, cuisine, and everything. When we go from one place to another, even from here we move 50 to 100 kilometers, we'll see multiple tribes again and again. And every time we move from this place to there, we'll see that how the language have been changing again and again. Every language having its own dialect, every language having its own beauty in itself. Let me take you all to a very small journey. And this journey is just a small journey of the beauty of the Northeast. We're starting with the zero tribe of the Arunachal Pradesh. When we look into the zero tribe of Arunachal Pradesh, we see a very beautiful thing, that how the rice farming is done alongside fish cultivation, which looks very strange to hear, right? It's kind of strange to me as well. But the beauty is when the ancestors who have worked upon from a very longer period of time, when they realize that these are the techniques which have been taken again and again with trials and errors, and that's how they have learned. And this is the indigenous wisdom which we know. Let us now move to Manipur. Moving to the Manipur of the Ziyang tribe, we can clearly see that how they worship the nature. And how do they worship the nature? By making and composing songs on the nature. Just imagine, we see a tree and there's a song on that particular tree. We see a plant, there's a different language. We see a plant for which a different language, a dialect is been coming out from there. That's the beauty of this Northeast. And I'm proud to say that I am proud of this Northeast. When we move forward, that preserving the rights, preserving these tribes is our duty. Why it's our duty? Because when we in this moment of time we look to the different tribes, we can clearly see this young tribe of the Nagaland has been clearly when they do something called the textile industries. They have been a different textile industry they have been following, and that's the traditional textiles which have been made from very longer period of time. But we can see with the influence of the other sectors and the multinational companies coming here, what is happening is just that those traditional practices, those traditional textiles which used to happen earlier, those are now getting extincted because of the price money which they cannot sell and compete with those multinational companies. That is the idea, that is the wisdom which came from the earlier part. And this is our duty. This is our duty that we maintain that. Now, when we remember in this moment of time that the entire India, when it was attacked and invaded by the Mughals, when the entire India was invaded by the Mughals, Nalanda, universities like Nalandas were burned down. The wisdoms which were carried down on those universities were just burned down. Just similarly, there have been multiple attacks on the northeastern region by the Mughals again and again and again. Again. But not once, twice or thrice. But the Ahom dynasty defeated the Mughals 17 times. And each and every soldier who have given their blood, there lives a tree now. And that tree is watching us. When that tree gives us that oxygen, it gives us a sense of feeling. That there was a time a mother cried for his son. Each and every time that drop went to those soil, it realizes us that there was someone who have given their lives. When there's a daughter who have never seen his father coming back in this soil, in his family, that daughter cried. When that mother have been crying again and again, for that mother I have a question. And right now in this moment of time, I have a matchstick in my hand. And with this matchstick, there are two opportunities. Number one, this matchstick can be used to burn down the wisdoms which have been created by the past, our ancestors who have given their lives. Their wisdom can be burned down. Or this matchstick can be used to light up a candle which will enlighten us for our future. And with this, I rest my speech, but a question to you all. It's our responsibility. We work for something our ancestors have given their lives for. Thank you, everyone.